Welcome back, first graders. We are back in the classroom and we're using Mrs. No's wonderful projector to help me talk about today's lesson about graphs. So we're going to learn how to compare sets and collections or groups of things using a picture. And a picture, when you compare it with numbers and categories, is called a graph. So I've made a sample graph here. I have numbers on one side, and I'm going to enter in categories on this bottom part of my graph. So let's imagine that you're back in the classroom. And let's imagine that I'm up here and I can see you in my classroom, in our classroom. And I'm going to ask Harper, what's your favorite food? And Harper says, you know what? I like burgers. I'm going to put burgers right down here. Okay, so now I'm going to look around. And Kimber, what's your favorite food? What is that you say? Fruit. Kimber likes fruit. Okay, that's our next category. Let me look around again. And Armina, what's your favorite food? Armina, what was it? Tacos. Okay, tacos. Armina likes tacos. And then, let's see, we need one more. Riker, what do you think? What's your favorite food? Pizza. Of course, pizza. Okay, so we have 4 categories of food here. Now comes the fun part. We're going to vote. What is your favorite food? Now, please vote only one time so we can get a good representation of Ms. Marshall's first grade classroom's preferences on food. All right, so everybody who likes burgers, raise your hand. Raise them up high so I can count them. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I'm going to put a little check mark here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Okay, how about fruit? Come on, raise your hands. Fruit. Nobody? One person? 2 people. 2 people like fruit. Okay, good. Tacos. Now remember, you only get to vote once. How many people like tacos? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Everybody who likes pizza, raise your hand. I knew pizza was going to be a favorite. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 people like pizza. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now we have a picture of all the people in our classroom, a picture representing the number of people that like certain foods, that think those foods are their favorites. Now, if I look at that from back here, I can see pizza is definitely the favorite, isn't it? More people like pizza. Let's do a subtraction story. Let's see if we can figure out. If I were to ask you, Javon, do more people like pizza than tacos? You'd be able to answer. What would you say? That's right. You'd say more people like pizza than tacos because look, pizza is way up here and the tacos are down here, and this is more check marks than the tacos, so more people like pizzas. What if I said, do fewer people like fruit than like pizza? What would you say, John Marie, if I said, do fewer people like fruit than pizza? Now, remember from the day before what fewer means? Less than. There's fewer people that like fruit than there are pizza, because look how many people like pizza. So you could say, yes, there are fewer people that like fruit than pizza. Let's see if we can actually make an equation for that. Do fewer people like fruit than pizza? Well, we know that we have 10 people that like pizza, right? 10 people like pizza. And how many people like fruit? 2 people like fruit. Is 2 fewer than 10? Is 2 smaller number than 10? Yes, it is. Okay, let's actually do an equation. How many people, more people like pizza than like tacos? How many more people like pizza than tacos? Okay, so we have 10 up here, and we want to know how many more people that like pizza than tacos, and we have 5 people that like tacos. Here's our equation, and we know 10 minus 5 equals 5. So there's our answer. 10 more people like pizza than like tacos. And if we did the reverse of that, 5 more people like tacos, like pizza than tacos. And the reverse of that is 5 people fewer like tacos than like pizza. Okay? So there's both sides of that, and in this particular case, the answer is the same. Now let's look at the picture that we started the chapter with. Do you remember the picture at the park? And it had all the ducks and the butterflies and the dragonflies and crawfish. We could actually make a graph of all those sets of animals. We're going to have to change our graph a little, because let's see how many categories we're going to need to put at the bottom to represent our park picture. Let's see if we can figure that out and have a nice graph that represents the animals at the park. Let's see. We have fish, we have ducks, we have butterflies, we have dragonflies, and we have crawfish. That's 5 different categories of animals. How many categories do we have on our graph here? Well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're 1 short, aren't we? We're 1 short, so we're going to need another one. We'll add 1 onto the side here. Here's our last category here, and I'm going to have to make some more dotted lines to go across so that you can see how the numbers go. Okay, this guy's a little too high, this guy needs a little one there. All right, let's see. Our first category is going to be fish. Fish. And then we have ducks. Then we have butterflies, and I'm just going to write butter because it's not all going to fit. And dragon for dragonflies. And the other thing we have is crawfish. And I'm just going to write craw. Okay? Now the rest is easy, isn't it? Do you remember how many fish there are? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 fish. I'm going to use my purple marker so I can do the little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many ducks are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Butterflies. I gotta count the pink ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dragonflies. There's a lot more dragonflies, aren't there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dragonflies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And crawfish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I had trouble with these crawfish before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 crawfish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, look at our graph. Look at that beautiful picture representing, comparing the fish, the ducks, the butterflies, the dragons, and the crawfish. We can see right away there's more crawfish than anything. We can see that there are fewer dragonflies than crawfish. We can see that there are the same amount of ducks as there are butterflies. And there's fewer ducks than there are fish. And we can write our subtraction stories from that graph quite easily. So a picture of data, a picture of numbers and categories is called a graph. And it shows quite easily when you can just look at it. It's a great way to organize numbers when you're comparing sets of things. We're going to use more graphs later. See you next time.